Hey there my friends, in this video I'm going to pose a question. Can you use tungsten carbide to sharpen tungsten carbide? Or can you get tungsten carbide sharp with stuff in your own house? I've tried this before I wouldn't even say results. It's very difficult to sharpen. This is the TC from Sandrin Knives. They use some kind of like diamond abrasive process to sharpen this, but I have not been able to replicate it since. So in this video I'm going to show you the results of 3 different kinds of sharpening methods. I'm going to show you what happened when I sharpened it with this, when I sharpened it with this guy, the Tormek, and again when I sharpened it with the KME with some fine diamond stones and then some diamond lapping films and then a strop with diamond compound. We're going to do some microscope views as we go, and then we're going to try everything to try and get this thing sharp, and that includes some more sharpeners. So first of all, I took my new AccuSharp sent to me by Chris. This is one of these classic numbers here. You see these in everyone's houses, these sorts of things. It's simple, 2 tungsten carbide jaws in there, one setting, handguard, place the knife in and pull across. So I sharpened the tungsten carbide kitchen knife on this, and you see before I started sharpening, the edge was kind of this weird, it doesn't rust, but the way that this kind of patinas, I guess, is it's sort of just gone a deep grey. So that's what the tungsten's done. So as you see before, the edge is rough and then it's all that deep colour of grey. What the TC jaws did do, it did seem to remove some stuff, but it left a really sort of ragged edge on the knife. And it actually did seem to clean up the blade a little bit with paper slicing. It got it back to at least cutting paper. This knife was completely dull. I purposefully mistreated and dulled this knife just to see how long the edge would last under normal circumstances. Ended up being about 4 months, so this is particularly impressive edge holding material without a doubt, but it is now dull, so that's what happens. So after this is what the microscope stuff looks like. You can see there's like a raggy edge, but it has sort of cleaned off a lot of that, tarnishing or whatever you call it against the edge as well. That burr though continued to persist all throughout. Because next I took it to the Tormek and I gave it a lot of time on the 1000 setting of the Tormek sharpener. So the Tormek is a system that you can, it water cools itself, and you can choose to do either a 200 grit or 1000 grit by applying another stone to this stone. And I did the 1000 for a long time. It didn't really remove anything. It seemed to slightly polish up the edge, but it did nothing with the burr, and that was even after I ran it against the diamond strop as well. So that gave me no success either, because the strop I use on my Tormek is the same diamond compound that my KME has. Undeterred, I moved on to the KME. So the KME is probably the most precise system I've got. I used the diamond stone, and then I used 2 diamond films, 9 microns and 3 microns, and then I used a 0.1 micron leather strop impregnation with like a diamond liquid that you put on the leather strop. And again, microscopy shows I just could not straighten out that edge. The edge was just rough and toothy no matter what I did, no matter how fine I did on it. So that's where we're at right now. That was yesterday's stuff. So what I'm doing today is, I feel like of all the things, the thing that actually did the most against the edge was the AccuSharp. So I'm going to use a much better pull-through sharpener than the AccuSharp, which is the little Work Sharp convex, what's it called, pivot-free sharpener. And I'm going to see if I can make this slice paper at all, and then we're going to at least see what this does to it as well. So let's get to it. You just couldn't leave it alone, could you? So I have clearly blunted the edge entirely by pushing too hard. It just wasn't feeling like it was cutting, it just did nothing. So now I think what I basically done is pushed it hard against some carbide and flattened it out rather than anything. Just bizarre. My next recourse is to get someone else to do it, send it to someone else. So this knife, providing I can still go to the post office, I don't know what stage we're at in terms of lockdowns and things, but this is going to go to Alex over at Outdoors 55, and he can whatever he wants with it. I am stumped. So there we go. All right, Tungsten Carbide Adventure. It is a game over once again. Amazing stuff to hold an edge. Very, very difficult to maintain. So there you go, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay safe out there. Bye bye now.